Hey guys, it's GrayBread here, and today I'm going to be breaking down the Halo 4 leak from March 30th for you guys. So, there was 18 stills that were leaked today, and I'm going to be walking through each one, so let's get started. So the first picture we see is a capture the flag on a snowy map. We can see one teammate in the shot, and I'm not sure if he has a waypoint on it over his head, but we can see that there is 4 waypoints on the screen, and plus him. I think that means this is a 6v6 game of capture the flag. He's zooming in with a scoped weapon. I'm going to guess it's the DMR because we see the DMR in another shot. We can see in the top right that there's a range counter, which also leads me to believe that this is the DMR because 343 has said that that the DMR is mainly for long range, while the battle rifle is for close medium range. So if we look down in the lower, well, first off, we see that there's the flag that they have to defend, so they spawn near the flag. But if we look in the bottom right and at the Spartan and at the defend whatever icon, we can see that it appears to be a game of green versus yellow. Now that might just be for this pre-release build that they've done, but it would be interesting to see if the game has gone from red versus blue transitioning to a green versus yellow. I don't think they would do that though. We'll have to wait and see. This next picture is extremely blurry and it doesn't really do much to show us. It appears to be the same green versus yellow game that we had before, except this guy's on the yellow team. The picture is pretty grainy and we can't see a lot, but we are able to see that the Spartan laser is back. We can't tell a lot, but it does look very similar to the Halo Reach model. So now we see a close-up of the Ghost. It appears to have a slightly larger hood than it did in past games. We also see that this is on the same map. We can see some more waypoints on the screen, and we get a very nice close-up of the battle rifle. This is nothing too surprising, but it's nice to be reassured that the Ghost is in the game and it's looking great. So this next picture, it just appears to be a shot of wraparound first person with the assault rifle. I can't tell what armor ability they have or their secondary weapon, but it seems to just be an assault rifle wraparound. Nothing too special there. A lot of stuff we've already seen. Now this picture, it's getting me excited because that gun, it looks like a two-handed pistol, but it looks like it has a really big glowing blue thing on the end. This leads me to believe that this is the pistol that they showed in the first trailer that shoots the little rocket thing on the front. You can see in the top right, you can sort of see the silhouette of it, but it's kind of blurry and you can't really make it out. It's kind of worth noting that it appears to be, this is either a free-for-all game or it looks like it's this guy is on the blue team. We can see a red waypoint up there, and I'm not sure what that is. It might be a weapon drop that's about to come in, but who knows. Here we got another picture of the AR going off the walkway. We can see this guy has plasma grenades, but once again, nothing too special. I'm gonna be fairly sure that what we just saw was a free-for-all game, because if you look in the bottom right, we can see that this guy is now orange, and then there's a blank beneath him. So I'm just gonna go out and believe that this is a free-for-all game, and as it worked in other Halo games, your team color is based on your primary armor color. So here we see the Killcam in Halo 4. We can see that it says the weapon that they killed you with, even though it's pretty obvious. There's some other stuff in the top, but it tells you who killed you. But this is a first-person shot of your killer, I guess, and you see that he's on the green team because he's defending the green and needs to capture the yellow flag as by the waypoints. So I'm guessing that it's either yellow all the time for the top portion of the kill cam, or the top portion of the kill cam takes the color of your team because this guy's attacking the yellow team. The killer killed somebody on the yellow team, so that might be it. I don't know. I hope I'm not confusing you. Here we see another green team shot of the snowy map. We can see a couple teammates in the distance. A couple more of the things. This map looks pretty interesting. Big map. We can see a turret in the front there. Nothing like there's another picture with the turret in the future, but here we see a nice shot of the DMR, which I'm finding it's a really doesn't look too great, but who knows if that's still a work in progress. Looks like this is a very big, wide open map, long range and close range battle. Looks like it'll be a pretty fun map. So here we see a shot of the flag. It looks to be under a little bridge. I'm not sure if this is the same snowy map, but it might be. But there's something here that I don't know. It doesn't say defend anymore on the waypoint. It says protect. Now I'm wondering if maybe it's just it changes when you get up close, or maybe this is like I don't know. I can only see one other waypoint in the left of the screen, but it says protect instead of defend, which may lead me to believe that this is a different capture the flag game type, or maybe, as I said earlier, as you get closer, it changes a bit. So here we see the loadout selection screen. Looks very similar to that of, well, it doesn't look extremely similar, but it looks very similar to that as we've seen in other games. A couple of things to point out. This guy is on the green team, hence the green HUD and everything. This is probably green base that we see. There's several mongies, which I guess confirms that those are back in the game. We can see them on the snow. We can also see on the top of the screen that the capture the flag logo looks slightly different than it has in past games, and this does go to 3 points as it normally does in Halo games. The loadout selection screen looks very similar to as it did in Halo Reach. Just a bunch of loadouts. You can see your armor abilities and your primary weapon. You're able to name them, but maybe they only have certain names because they're like Sniper, Promethean. There's no special names there. That might just be for the event, or maybe we'll have to it'll be like Halo Reach, where if you make a custom loadout for a custom game, you have to pick from a list of names, and I didn't like that much, but we'll see. So here we see the loadout screen, and because it doesn't say capture the flag at the top, this leads me to believe that this is either as the guys pause the game, but it's most likely in between deaths. This guy is on the yellow team. The HUD is yellow, and we can see that the waypoints he has to capture and the green flag, so not much else to see there. He does appear to have the same classes as the other player did. Now maybe this is the same guy playing, it's a different game and he's on the other team, or maybe in some playlists there's different predetermined classes. That's probably not true, but it's just something that we might want to think about for the future. Now, this picture is kind of intriguing to me because this looks like a third-person view. It is a third-person view. It's someone's died and they're spectating, but there appear to be 2 green waypoints on the screen, and this leads me to believe that that protect image that we saw, maybe there were 2 points on the map that needed to be, like, if you got one you would protect it and you would gain score as you held that. And maybe this team has both of them and has to protect both, and this guy is going to defend one. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. Maybe this is a new game mode. So here we see an image of the ghost on the same snowy map that we've been seeing for the rest of the time. You can see the boost bar in the top left. Looks like yellow team is winning right now, which is this guy. I don't know if he's on yellow team or green team, I can't tell, but he's going towards the yellow waypoint. There's a green one, it's hard to see in the top left of the screen, but not a lot to see there. The ghost is back, it can boost, it's got the same reticle as it always has, more of this big wide open map. So here we see the long sights that we see on this snowy map. There's the yellow flag and the green flag things, and the BR close up. There's not a lot else to see in this picture. It does make the map look very beautiful. We can tell that the scope and scale is very large, and these structures don't, well, they kind of look human, but it's interesting to see where this is in the fiction and lore and everything. So here we see a flag away from base. It's on top of a mongoose. This is near green team. We can see in the top right the return the flag to that. The map still looks the same, but this helmet, it looks very interesting. It might just be the blurriness of the picture, but it looks very similar to Hayabusa from Halo 3, or maybe that's just me, but I don't know. It looks like a very interesting helmet. So here we see first footage of the turret. We can see right above the yellow guy's head it says hold RB to detach turret. So that's been confirmed, but the reticle looks a lot smaller than it has in past games. Maybe this means that it's more accurate, or maybe this means that maybe the outer is how sustained fire works. So maybe it's accurate to burst fire. We see 2 more green waypoints. I'm not sure what they're for. They might be for the flag. And we see a teammate waypoint in the right side. So this next picture, it's very blurry. It's hard to see anything. There's a yellow waypoint, but in the middle of our screen we see what looks to be a Warthog. I'm not gonna say right out this is the Warthog. Just cause it doesn't look like a huge turret on the back that we're used to. And it looks like it has these silver tire guards on the back, which is sort of what the civilian vehicles in Halo Reach had. Maybe we're getting civvy vehicles in multiplayer, but time will tell, like with the rest of this stuff. So our final picture is a guy in a firefight. His shields appear to be down, and he is reloading his pistol, trying to get back into the action. It's very blurry, and it's hard to make out much else from this. So that concludes the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, but before you go, remember that this is all leaked information. None of it is confirmed, and all of it may change by the release of Halo 4. We'll have to wait and see what happens next week at E3, and I'll be bringing you more information from that. Thanks guys, see you later.